Hey guys, welcome to Roundtable with Redfin. We are excited to bring to you. We have three Redfin agents on the line with us. Marcia and I are here. Hi, Marcia. How are you in Hawaii?
Aloha. I'm great.
And aloha to you too. And I'm not in Hawaii, but it's still a little cooler, but we're still doing fine. So we have three Redfin agents. Ladies, can you introduce yourselves and just tell us briefly where you're at? And then we have a question we want to ask you that the audience has been asking.
Okay.
Shannon, why don't you start things, please?
Thanks, John. I'm Shannon Among with Redfin for about 7 years in real estate since 2012. On Oahu. I think we'll do this again. Not the largest island, but most populated. There is a larger island that we're working in.
Okay, Heather.
Hi, I'm Heather Contreras with Redfin. I've been in real estate since 2021. I'm on the big island of Hawaii where we have a very diverse market, a lot of different areas. We're very spread out. We are the biggest island. So we have a lot of different little pockets all around the island. It can be quite different in price and the market.
All right, and Joy.
Hi, everybody. My name is Joy. I'm in Seattle, Washington. So I've been in Washington since 2000 and become an agent since 2017.
All right. Thanks, ladies. Marcia, what question are we going to chat about today?
Well, John, as you know, we've gone out there and done a preview to see what the number one question this week has been of the consumer. And what we're hearing is a lot of consumers have concerns about the market and specifically the market crashing. So we would love to hear what you guys have to say about that, what your thoughts are. I mean, do we have a market crash ahead of us? And if so, why do you think that? And if not, why not? Let's start with you, Shannon.
Wow. Just throw out that bomb there.
Yeah.
A market crash. I'm going to be optimistically on the fence. Okay.
Optimistic. On the fence. Okay.
It might not be very popular, but I'm perching myself right on the fence. I don't foresee a market crash specifically for Hawaii. Okay. And I say that because when the market did crash, right, umpteen years ago, we did. Yes, are we having a rough time in Hawaii? Absolutely. But I do think it's just correcting a crazy market from 2020, right? It's taking a little bit longer than we would like to correct itself and bounce back. But I'm going to stay on the fence and be optimistic that we are not, at least here in Hawaii. That's my
Very good. Let's bounce across the water to Joy next. What do we think about Seattle area,
Right?
Joy?
Thank you. Well, just yesterday I was looking YouTube videos and, I got like some analysis from, different people, from different perspectives. And it looks like the new construction, I mean, I think they're the chairman of like, those big builders like Lennar and the big company, they just wrote a letter to Mr. Trump about the tariffs because they are concerned about that's going to raise the materials, which already like skyrocket price, right? The steels and, everything. And so I guess if the cost and, even the labor is going to go up too because of the immigration issues. So if everything is going to go up, I believe the real estate is not going to crash because people will say, oh, new construction is just too expensive. It's not affordable to them. So they will go back and then, just check out like, the old or, like older homes, right? So their interest will be still there. And plus the supply and demand is still in balance. You got so many buyers out there who want to buy. So they were even talking about like, the what is that, the millennium, new generation, they may not be able to afford the new houses. So the only way they can get the real estate is probably from inheritance. So let's say maybe they inherit a house in New Orleans or maybe in Detroit, and they want to move to West Coast. So they might just sell the house over there and then buy here. So I don't think there's a crash in real estate. And also now the mortgage, the financing, everything is like, fundamentally very reasonable. And, I mean, I should say the foundation is really good. So I don't really see a crash in real estate. Thank you.
Okay. And Heather, how about the Big Island? What do you think is going to happen there?
Well, John, I agree with Shannon. I don't think that we'll have a crash here in Hawaii. I think especially here on the Big Island, and that's, we're still by far the most affordable place to live in Hawaii, especially on the east side of the island. So our prices do fluctuate, but not by large margins. And I think it's just mainly keeping the market steady here, and for the most part, pretty consistent. We do overall climb, but not at such drastic rates that I feel like we'll take a big drop.
Okay. Marcia, you want to add any mortgage
Sure,
analysis to that?
out here.
Sorry, Heather.
Well, I love what I hear from these three ladies. I certainly tend to agree with everything they had to say. Hopefully we don't see a crash. If I look back to 2008, it seems like in Hawaii, because I don't know Seattle, Joy, but even though we did have a crash, it didn't last very long. So there is that as well, if it did happen. But I don't think so. I'll be optimistically on the fence that there will be no crash.
I appreciate the company on the fence. Thank you, Marcia.
You're welcome. I mean, you clearly, I mean, yeah.
I have to, with there's so many different caveats with that, right? Our market is taking longer to kind of reset than what we would like. There's a whole bunch of those things. We have those increase in HOA fees. So there really is a big disparagement between single family homes and condos and townhomes. But overall, I think we're going to be okay. Just slow.
Well, good. It's somewhat optimistic, even though on the fence has the connotation that could go either way. Is that kind of what I'm hearing?
Yes, because, and we don't want to get political, but tariffs are going to affect building costs. Just this morning, I heard that the feds aren't going to touch the interest rates until the end of the year now, right? So there's so many things that are changing day by day. A whole bunch of federal employees are losing their jobs. There's just a lot of stuff coming at us.
True.
I just think that the best we can do is be positive and give our clients the best and most information we can.
Well put.
Thank you.
Ladies, any closing comments on this particular question? It is on the top of people's minds. Is there anything we think we haven't covered with it that they should know?
I have a question I like to pose back to those people that are asking this is what's driving the question, right? Are they feeling something different in the market? Are they unable to purchase either because they can't afford it or because they're being outbid? That's what I would love to have that conversation with, Joe buyer, Joe seller, to see what's prompting that number one question.
Well, it so happens your contact information for all you guys is going to be on this video on YouTube, guys. So if you want to reach out to Shannon or Joy or Heather or Marcia, myself, either one, feel free to do so. We do monitor the comments on YouTube as well, and we'll try to get some feedback to you, Shannon, on that one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that could be, that could morph into a whole bunch of other topics of discussion. So I would love to see some comments, and if they do reach out to you, ladies, love to get some feedback back from you.
I think the best thing we can do as agents are ask questions, more questions, more questions, more questions, in order to know what each individual situation is. And there's always a why behind it that we might not hear at the beginning. I'm sure you've all run into that. So I would love to hear that from any comments.
Absolutely. Joy or Heather, any other comments you want to end our conversation with?
Well, through my life entire, like, in the real estate, I believe I have a strong belief in real estate. So even it crashed like in 2, 3 years, it's going to bounce back. And, like stocks, like Warren Buffett said, like if you're holding it long enough, it's going to give you a good investment return. So that's my strong belief.
Those are
Very
such wise words, Joy. I love that. Yeah.
Thank you. Hmm.
Heather?
I agree with what Joy just said. That is, I mean, the best time to buy real estate was always yesterday, right? And it's just so true. It just really is. I get that question all the time. Is it a good time to buy real estate? Yes, it is a good time to buy real estate. Even if it does dip a little, it does always bounce back, especially here in Hawaii. It's not going to, in my opinion anyways, it's not going to fall to the point where if you hold on to it for, a good amount of time, you're going to be safe. And it's always a great wealth builder and good to own your own home and hold on to that. And it's definitely been a positive thing in my life. It has absolutely helped me to build wealth and be where I need to be. And that's one of the reasons I love being a real estate agent, is to help other people to build wealth through their home as well. I mean, it's just such a great move over renting. You're just giving somebody else your money. Whereas when you're purchasing, no matter what the market is, at least you're basically just investing back into yourself and your own life.
So well said.
Well said. You jinx. No, there's come, Marcia. Like, well said, Heather.
Ladies, all three of you, well said. We really appreciate your time and your common sense and your wisdom in approaching this question, which is on the top of people's mind. Guys, we're going to get together with the Redfin agents. There'll be some more potentially about every 2 weeks with a roundtable with Redfin. They're kind of got their pulse on the market, and it's really exciting because we have both Hawaii and back on the mainland side of the water, we have Seattle represented by Joy, and a couple other areas we're going to try to pull in as well. So stay tuned. If you have any questions that you want us to focus on, do let us know with an email or in the comment section of the YouTube video, and we'll feed it to the agents. And these are the experts here you're listening to, and they'll let you know. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Marcia.
Aloha to you.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.